John Moyer once wrote that of all the paths you take in life, make sure some of them are dirt. I would say some of the most meaningful experiences I've had in life have been going on adventures, and particularly adventures out in nature. I can only tell you the trails I've been on, and when I look back at the end of my life, those will be kind of some of the highlights, Working here in an office after my degree, it's really made me remember or kind of notice, I would say, I guess, more deeply solidify how important it is to be outside. Man, I miss sunlight. I miss being able to go outside whenever I want. And I have to actively add that into my day now, to think about it and be aware of it and go out of my way to make sure I get outside and do things. I think really we're made to be outside, and inside is really just where we are taking shelter. I think we're meant to exist outside, and inside is what we should think of the secondary place as. So, what's great about it too is when you're a kid, you don't have to go across the country for there to be amazement in going on an adventure outdoors. When you're little, like you guys are at your age, the woods behind the house, there's wonder and enchantment in exploring that, because you haven't really mapped it out yet in your mind, so everything's new, right? As children, it's important that you go outside and play. And when adults tell you to go outside and play, 9 times out of 10, that's just because they want space in the house and they want to be able to concern themselves with their chores. But don't let that make you think that that's the only reason you ought to be outside. You ought to be outside because God's given us nature, and He did well with that work. So go outside and play as much as you can. Everest, you'll remember when you were little, especially when we lived in Ada and when we lived on the north end of Newcastle, we would go on walks as much as possible. Usually, sometimes, there would be periods where I try to make sure we went on a walk once a day right after I picked you up. And there's an important thing that we forget, that's part of being human, is our connection to the outdoors. And it's not just part of childhood. So as you grow up, don't let that drop off. There have been days lately that I notice I haven't been outside except to walk to my car, to drive to work, and then to get out of work and get back in my car and to drive home. And I'm like, that cannot happen. I gotta make sure that doesn't happen. We're meant to be outdoors. Let your primary place be outside, and let your secondary place, your place that's a necessary evil in life, be indoors. Not that there aren't some great things that can happen indoors. Climb a tree. You don't have to have a fishing pole to enjoy a river, but if you do, even better. Hopefully soon we'll be able to enjoy the outdoors together. I hope to take you guys on so many trails, so many cool places. That's some of the best adventures I had with my dad, was going on truck trips across the country and exploring new cities and places, and just having that space around us is really adds to life, So go outside. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm looking here for, okay, here's a good one. Psalms 94. Psalms 95, verses 4 and 5. In his hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Or Psalm 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of the Lord. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. God gave us a beautiful earth, and we really should enjoy it. And it's hard to do that when you have your face in a screen like I do right now. But, again, necessary evil, right?